Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Tyler Vitulo back here from IvyLeagueFX. This week we have a new weekly market outlook for you guys. I'll be showing you guys what I'm looking at, what I plan on taking, what I'm hoping the market will do, and anything further. You guys check out the free link down below. There's a free Telegram, free chat, and also if you guys would like, you guys can sign up for the mentorship by scheduling a consultation call, or you can just DM me on any social media. Anyways, links are all down below. Make sure you guys hit me up, and let's get right into the business. Okay, so first pair for the week, I'm going to start off on NAS 100 or the NASDAQ. We have this new all-time high right here. It looks like it made a nice little resistance at 13,700, which is also a whole point. So that's a good point for it to come back off of and a good point for it to buy off of if it does break that. So what I'm looking to see here is a breakdown a little bit from this and then possibly continue down below this 50 EMA. Now, this is also its previous support. So if it comes down here, hopefully it does, right? So we can get a good entry off of that. If we see some price rejection here on the 15 minute, we can buy off of this place here with our stop loss below the 50 and also below that zone. And that zone is at 13,630. Now, on the other hand, if it comes down and breaks below this zone, I will not be entering a sell until it breaks this trend line. This trend line has been broken a few times, but it has been a really solid point of contact. So that being said, we can expect it to do this, either come down and then touch this 50 EMA, 15-minute confirmation, or even 5-minute, right? We see like a W or doji or some type of reversal formation. We can play off of that. Now, on the other hand, if it comes down, breaks this trend line, we can either play off this zone here, or we can play off this zone back up here. Now, that works all the way up until this point. So if it doesn't break it until this point, this would be our ideal position, and this is also where I'll place my stop loss above. So from there down, or from here, continue to back up, and then entry, or entry here, and then stop loss. Every single stop loss is going to be up here. So that's what I'm looking at for NASDAQ this week. Looks like it broke and retested this nice little trend line we had, this one down here. So after breaking and retesting that, now what I'm looking for is a breakdown lower. Actually, that lines up better. Anyways, if it does break above 13,700, I'm going to be buying it to at least 13,800, and at 13,800, that'll be my take profit one. So about 1,000 pips on that play, and then on your risk, you're only risking about 200 to 300 pips. So still at the very least, you're risking 300 pips. I'm sorry, at the very most, you're risking 300 pips, which is a 3-to-1 trade. Solid entry, solid trade. Next will be gold. So gold, we've been seeing gold on a steady decline for the past couple of weeks, I believe. And so for the last couple of weeks. So the next key level we have on gold is going to be this level here. And that is 1840, 1845. So that whole range of price is very good to play off of. Now, it looks like we do have an inverse head and shoulders coming upon. So we have a shoulder here, we have our head here, and a potential right shoulder. I don't believe it's formed enough to be considered that. But if it comes above this price, this 1830, and hovers around it, we can expect it to buy back up to at least, I would say, 1845, 1850 again. And from there, once it's there, we can decide what we want to do. I would not look for a sell position on gold until it re-breaks this 1830. So anything below 1830, I think you're safe for a sell. If not, I'm looking at buys for now. GBP/JPY has been on a huge bull run for the last, I think, few months. And anyways, this price right here that I've identified, this 144,600, is super, super crucial. And then also too, this is on the 1 hour, the 50 EMA. Typically when it breaks the 50 EMA on the 1 hour, and also too, looks like we do have some kind of reversal formation right here, right? Got a shoulder, head, and maybe a potential shoulder coming up over here. So if it does form that, chances of sell are more likely, but I'm not really comfortable buying it because on the higher time frames, we see it has a really, really high RSI. The RSI is above 70. So that being said, I'm looking for it to play down off this level from 144,600 all the way down to 144,100. At least. That's a 40 pip trade. And then after that, if it's able to break below this trend line here, this major daily supporting trend line, this black one, if it's able to break below that, right, we do have a massive head and shoulders formation forming here as well. So that would be that reversal formation, looking for it to sell. We have shoulder, this will be our head, and then once it comes down here, this would be our second shoulder. And then from there, we could potentially see like 142.5 all the way down to if it completes that head and shoulders, all the way down to 141.5. That's also where the daily 50 EMA is. That's a strong point to continue to buy off of. Now for the buy, I'd say wait. If you're going to get in a buy position, I would say wait for the break of this previous high right at 145. So if it's able to break above 145, since the RSI is already so high, I am going to be waiting for a retest in order to enter it. Now, if it comes down to this trend line here, and you guys can all go and mark these trend lines up, or these key levels that I have on here as well. So if it comes down to this trend line here, right, and is unable to break it, or even this key level here and is unable to break it, again, go on the 15-minute, look for confirmation, look for really low RSI, look for it touching an EMA, look for it to make a W or some type of reversal formation. Anyways, so that's my predictions for GBP, JPY. And then if you guys are trading these, we're still holding the XRP buys from last week, right? Played around a little bit in this zone, came down, hit the previous support, and then continued up after that. I am expecting this to continue up. I think this has got a lot of room to go up. So we're playing off this current trend line here, this pink one. I'd say if you're not already in it, my point of entry would be above this zone here. So once it's above this zone, I'd say you're good to enter. You can place your stop loss below that zone and the 50 EMA. So entry would be at 46,500, and then stop loss would be at 42,500. So you're risking 40 pips if you're on Osprey or KOT Forex, and it's about 400 pips if you're on Hugo's Way. I'm not sure of any other brokers. I don't use other brokers to trade crypto. So I would do your research just so you know if you're not on any of those three brokers. But yeah, I'm looking at this to at least hit 60 cents again and at least go to previous high of 75 cents. Now, if they win the lawsuit against the SEC, we can see $1. I think we can see easily $1, and then once it breaks up above $1, shit, you know what I mean? There's unlimited potential in it. So I'd say it's definitely something to invest in and to trade in. Because at worst, you're not going to lose too much. You could risk 40 or 400 pips to make thousands or hundreds of pips. Dogecoin, meme coin, been absolutely great to me. We have multiple buy points down here. A few weeks ago, we were buying it here, and then second entry, and then now it looks like it's forming a new resistance at 0.075 cents. So here again, you can play off this resistance, and you can also play off of this massive trend line here, this pink one. So far, as long as it stays above that trend line, you guys are good to buy it. I'd continue to buy this, and I would continue to place my stop loss below that. Now, if it's able to break this trend line here, we will be looking at short positions below 0.075 cents, okay? If you guys have any questions on that, you guys will always feel free to DM me. I can break it down to you. We can hop on a one-on-one call. Anyways, if you guys aren't in my Discord, make sure you guys hit me up. And I believe that's all I'm trading this week. Yeah. That's all I'm trading this week. So if you guys have any other questions on any other pairs, make sure you guys let me know, and let's get to it.